Good evening, Thokoza. Thokoza Gogo Chililu. Good evening. Thokoza King. Thokoza Colin Londiwe. Thokoza Mo TD. Thokoza Wikanyo Khopani. Thokoza. Thokozani, 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 my lovely angels. How's everybody today? How was your weekend? Hi, Hlubi Gazi, Thokoza, Mbaleng Thokoza, Fihliwe Thokoza, good evening. Sesiphakathi Thokoza, Fihliwe ari Thokoza gogo sesiphakathi. In ngendawo. Lungile, Comfort, Thokozani. How was your weekend, you lovely angels? Thokozani, Lucinda Thokoza, Thokozani. In the kitchen with Vicky, Thokoza. Thokoza, you beautiful angels. Hello. Tush, tush. Tush, tush. This is the love that I have for you guys. Tush, tush. Tush, tush. Tush, tush. Oh, thank you, Wikanyo. Wikanyo says, you look absolutely stunning. Uhot gogo. Ay, just Thokozela. Just Thokozela. Naughty, greetings, Thokoza. Denny, Thokoza. Lazarus, Tobelang, Maisaka. Thokoza, I'm within board now. Yo, Maisaka. Hi, Tato. Tato Suping. Hello, my sister. Thank you for joining, Thokozani. How was your weekend, guys? How was your weekend? My weekend was as nice. Actually, I was busy. I was actually busy running errands. Actually, I've been busy running errands. These chakra chakra products. Yo, they've been keeping me very busy. Hey, and Elena, they've helped me a lot. Oh my goodness, these chakra products have helped me a lot because my energies have been all over. So they've helped me to balance my energies and to calm down. So I'll share a story. Mpo Darrington says, Thokoza Koko, you look beautiful, glowing. Thank you. I feel good. You know what? It's these chakra products. It is these anointed chakra products that I look this way and I feel this way. Because they do a great job in balancing energy. Hey, yo, they will balance energy in a big, big way. Vincent, Thokoza, Jen, Thokoza, thank you for joining. Thokozani, my beautiful angels. Mrs. Amanda, Nkiti, thank you for joining. Thokoza. Thokozani, my beautiful angels. I need to clear my throat. I can see it's bothering me. Let me go clear my throat. Alrighty. I am back. I am back. Thokozani. Tato Makubo, thank you for joining. Thokoza, Thokozani, you beautiful angels. How was your day? How was your weekend? Oh no, actually the weekend was a long time ago. How was your week? Thank you. Kinda happy says Batungoko. You are looking awesome. Kyalebohle. Kyayithokozela. Danko. Thank you for joining. Welcome. Wait again, guys. Chakra products. Chakra products, because they've helped me to unblock all energies that were just clogged up. So my chakras are open, you know. So when you say, I'm glowing and I'm looking beautiful, I'm looking awesome and whatever, yes, besides the outer, besides the head, besides the whatever, it is the energy. Go blockegile, ke di chakra products, guys. Go blockegile, literally, you know. These things, guys, these things work wonders. These things work wonders. Chakra products. Chakra healing is powerful, guys. Letla fola. Letla fola. Mutso, thank you for joining. Mbuima, thank you for joining. Let's have a heat wave. Heat wave ya moya. Ke heat wave ya di energy. Ho busy. Batho ba bangata go so. Are you guys good? How was your week, guys? How was your day? Okay, so my day it was easy, it was work. And then I just took some time off just to balance my energies because I felt a bit of heaviness, but usually when I see a lot of people, obviously, I take on a lot of their energies. So I just needed to take a small little nap to just balance, you know. Prince Kali, Togosa, thank you for joining. Taviso Koki, thank you for joining. So we kind of says my week was fine thus far, except staying home. Gogo, it's the worst feeling. Except staying home. What do you mean? As in like staying home with your parents, or staying home at your home doing nothing? What do you mean by that? Except staying home, Gogo, it's the worst. Because home, go higher at your parents' house. That place is, that's the worst. Staying at home, that's the worst. Lumka, thank you for joining. Londiwa says, I'm happy I'm off today and joining you. Hey, thank you for joining. And it's always a good feeling to be off work. Guys, any day just to be off work is also a good feeling. So Mpho says, so you mean I should use them and the money that lose direction or coming to me will reach me? You know what? The truth is, when your energies are aligned and there's no blockage, you naturally attract positive energies. When your aura is positive and it's clean, it's fresh, it's balanced, naturally you're going to attract positivity. You'll attract money, you'll attract happiness, you'll attract joy, you'll attract people with good energies as well, you know. Jalani Janet says, in my day is stressful. Shooting an ad is absolutely tiring. It is. Whatever I get on. Oh yeah, shooting any ad into productive. Cut, back, cut, this, that, repeat, cut, this, that. I shame what I'm busy shame. Moses, good evening, Coco. Togoza, good evening. Colin says my week is Colin Colin says my week is so horrible, Gogo. I have a terrible flu. Oh, aski, man. Get eucalyptus oil, inhale it, put it in a maybe a hanky or a mask, put it in there, inhale it, or put it in a bowl of heated water, a few drops, and then ustime with it, eucalyptus oil. And then Lundiwa says, and you look stunning, by the way, as always. Oh, Lundiwa, thank you. Guys, chakra, when your chakras are open and flowing, Shiv, you feel good inside and out, and people see it as well. You radiate, you know. Okay. Lehoho says, good evening, Coco. Maggie Kanyile Tagoza, good evening. And then Vikanyo says, yes, staying home with my mother. I'm currently unemployed and studying. Okay. Yeah, home can be tiring. Hey, look who's here. Neo Radise. Neo. Guys, can I tell you a story about Neo? Neo Radise is my cousin. She's my cousin sister. This girl is an angel, okay? When you see her, say hello, angel. She's an angel. when no one was understanding what was happening to me with my gift and my calling. She didn't understand herself, but she stepped up. She carried me through the challenges, through the confusing times when I myself was confused. I myself didn't know what was happening. You know, no one knows what's happening. No one in the family is willing to help and to assist or to be supportive. But although in the end, to be quite honest, you know, when they started seeing, well, okay, this is what this thing is about, you know. But otherwise, Neo was there for me, has been there for me. Neo, you are an angel. And all I wish for you is goodness, happiness, joy, success, prosperity, protection from the ancestors, from God. And oh, also, Neo and Neo's mom, her middle name Kichwaro, my middle name Kichwaro. So we get this name from my Omama, meaning Rachadi's grandmother, ne? Yeah. So, and Rachadi Tonono, this is Noah's mom, has been a very, very, very loving angel by my side, you know. As I always, you know, do mention for my family members from, well, from our parents, actually, that generation parents, they are all now in the spirit world, you know. So Neo's mom crossed over nearly no 2014, ne? Yeah, and ever since, man, Rakadi has been the best angel ever. She's carried me. Rakadi Tonora has carried me, you know. So I salute Rakadi and Tawaza to Rakadi, honestly. So yeah, so that's Neo. Welcome, and thank you for joining us, Neo. And then Ponzo says, good evening, Coco. My first time joining. Hey, welcome. Hope you enjoyed tonight. Letlokonolo, thank you for joining. Lesucho, thank you for joining. Lillian Kumete, thank you for joining. Rufile, thank you for joining. Dazzling, thank you for joining. Maggie, evening, Coco. I'm struggling to get finance to Putula, my son, from his Twasa initiation. I do Phahla, but no reply. Listen, you just need to carry on. You know, now that I'm where I am, Modimo le Badimo, they have a greater plan. They choose you because they love and they trust you. And they know that you don't have anything, but they will make a plan. Throughout my journey, it was uncertain, but somehow God came through. He always had his soldiers by my side. Somehow there was like Noah was one of the soldiers that God had sent. You know, there's a soldier will come from that corner. A soldier will come from that corner. A soldier will come from that corner, and somehow things will come together. So uska lahla tshepo, Phahla, wonder how my son from his okay. No, Phahla, he's not there ka tsebo ya hae. Remember, no one just wakes up in the morning to say, yo ke porogile ke batla o ba sangoma, yo ke porogile ke batla o thwasa, yo ke porogile ke batla o ba moruti, yo ke porogile ke batla o ba ngaka, yo ke porogile I want to be rejected, yo ke porogile I want to be judged, yo ke porogile I want to be hated, yo ke porogile I want to be everyone's punching bag, yo ke porogile I want I want people to laugh at me, yo ke no. Honestly, truly speaking, no one wakes up and says that you are born with it. It's inherited. You carry no matter how in denial they can all be in your family. But because I remember I used to say to my parents, you know, you guys are saying this thing doesn't exist, hey blah. But then it simply means that I'm a Kumbule Kaya case. Then somebody has to tell me who my real parents are. Because again, the one side would say, no, this has nothing to do with us. Our parents didn't believe in ancestors and we've got nothing to do with ancestors. I'm like, but it's strange. The very same people that you're speaking about are the very same people that keep coming to me in dreams and requests and this and that and that. And today I am living proof to say those very ancestors that who themselves, when they were on earth, they were anti-Badimu, are the ones that are bringing me so much peace, harmony, balance, happiness, wisdom, and knowledge. The very same ancestors. Because you know, when they cross over, they go back to the truth. They can be Christians all they want on earth. They could be Mazbazalwani all they want on earth. But when they cross over, they go back to the truth. Because how else? Why would a full Christian, a full Mzalwani, when they cross over, then come to you and start bothering you and tell you, we want this, we want that. And every prophecy that they will bring comes to life. Every death that has come to that has come into our family, I saw it before it came. The very same ancestors will come to me and give me this message that this is what's about to happen. Every prophecy that I've made has come to life. So, khothala Meki, khothala. This journey is tough, but only because God is teaching us responsibility, faith, wisdom, knowledge, trust, patience, love, forgiveness. Because you need to forgive yourself first before you can even forgive others. And sometimes they accept an apology that will never come. You know? So she says, my weekend was good. Just attended my colleague's funeral, but I'm a bit disturbed due to my son's school. They've been dragging their feet with results, and he was called for an interview. Okay, geez. How do we sort this one out, guys? Those who have answers to this question, please answer. Oh man, that thing. Oh, ke fihliwe ne? Yeah, ke fihliwe. Guys, those who can help Fihliwe out on Facebook, please help her. That she's struggling to get results for for her child. They're dragging their feet. Those who have answers to this, please help us out there, guys. Help us out. Halalisani, Togoza, thank you for joining. Mabatu, I think we can start. You know? Let's invite God in, right, guys? Let's invite God, because we can never work under darkness. We can never work under deception. Let us invite God. Let us invite God. Get your cup of water. Get your cup of water. Get your list of wishes. Get your list of wishes, ne? And a list of don't wants. Only the list of don't wants you're going to burn out after prayer. Those who've joined us today for the first time, list of don't wants you're going to burn after prayer. List of don't wants you're going to burn after prayer, ne? And then list of wishes, you bring it to every prayer session. You just tick off as God manifests, and please share your testimonies. I've got plenty of testimonies that I share on a weekly basis, you know. And then also your candles. I use these candles. These represent my spiritual journey. You get candles that represent your spiritual journey. I always suggest that you get a one white candle. It's neutral. It's a peaceful color. It's a color of purity, of innocence, and of direction, you know. So get your colors, ne? So Diggy says, like, I would like to ask Gogo. I keep getting these unique 2 rand coins all the time as change. Do you think it's a meaning? Yes, those are your ancestors. Those are your ancestors. Okay, let's invite God in, ne? So that we can carry on with our chat. The beginning. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and deep. Amen. What am I saying? Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. And God said, let there be light. And there was light. And God saw that the light was good. And he separated the light from darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. Sedila kamponise tetsila. I can have a Tajadika singing ne Rabina. Sedi, I can sing is not my forte, it's not my strength. Ne Arutajad. Sedila kamponise tetsila. Sedila kamponise te. Habulete, habulete. Kitlelwa ke matla ha bolete kitlelwa ke matla ha bolete kitlelwa ke matla ha bolete kitlelwa ke matla. Great. So Mabachu says, Chagoza Coco, thanks for the session. Chagoza, and thank you for joining. Guys, today we're going to speak about, we're going to continue with how to phahla. Remember last week we started, but we actually didn't go as far as we should have because we ended up crossing over. Remember, we ended up crossing over to your loved ones and passing messages from your loved ones, and that just went. So we also are directed by the Spirit of God, the Spirit of the ancestors. Ne? Something is missing here. Oh, I didn't plug in this mic. Right. Okay. So we're going to continue speaking about Phahla, the importance of Phahla, the results of Phahla, and we're also going to speak about how to use chakra candles. I mean chakra products. These, for me, these chakra products have done wonders for me. I'm going to share a story, but also to help you understand how they work, because they actually work. Because the fundamental of chakra, of healing chakras and blocking chakras, balancing chakras, is to get balance in your energies. And so that you are able also to control the negative and the positive, and how to bring balance when you've slipped off, the radar kind of thing of lightness, and then you come back. Okay. And yeah, we're going to, because people think when you use these products naturally, automatically, miraculously, things happen. You also have to put in the work, because it starts with a decision of saying, I want to welcome healing into my space. You have got to make the decision. You also want to welcome healing in your space, mind, body, and soul. You see? Right. And so that, because when your energies are flowing, are free flowing, and they are aligned from the first chakra to the seventh chakra, it is easy. It's easy to bring in, to be able to make sound decisions. To be able to make sound decisions, to be able to control the negative voices over the positive voices. Wawan? All right. Okay, and so Kate, good evening. Okay, Lefa, good evening. Togoza. Right, let's go into it. So Phahla, guys. Phahla, it is to connect with the spirit world, the underground gang, the ancestors, your angels, whatever you want to call them, but it is a method of communicating with them. There are different ways of communicating with your ancestors. Ne? We're going to go through them, but an altar is very important to have an altar. Every house has got to have an altar. An altar is a holy place. An altar is it's ke mosamo, re bitsa mosamo ka Sesotho ka Sezulu, ka Sezulu umsamo, ka Sesotho msamo, that is your corner. That is where it's your sacred place. It has to be respected. It has to be protected. I'm no longer alone. My squad is here. My spiritual squad is here. So, hi, right. So an altar is very important, guys. It is your go-to place when you want to connect with your God, when you want to connect with your ancestors. You're right. We can you thank you. Thank you. We can you as Gogo. Light the candles. Thank you. Ha. Modimo ntate, modimo mme, modimo badimo ba rona. Modimo ntate, modimo mme, modimo badimo ba rona. Modimo ntate, modimo mme, modimo badimo ba rona. And thank you, Wikanyo. You are a superstar. Thank you so much, my honey. Thank you, Yalebo. All right. So an altar can be, Musamo can be inside the house. It can be outside the house. Okay. It can be in your bedroom. It can be in a spare bedroom. It can sit there, over whatever, like idulele jwalo, permanently like that, open, or you can close it up, because in terms of space as well, because I remember when I was still renting a room, it was like this big, like literally this big. So, and that's where I worked from. That's where my patients came to see me. So whenever I would, I would needed to use it, I would open it up and then work and then close it up thereafter. Wabon? And also, I, everything that I speak about is out of experience, and it's out because it's what God wants. It's school. Everybody goes through their own school, through their own initiation, so that you can get to understand what works and what doesn't work. What works for Little how? What doesn't work for Little how? What works for your energy works for your energies? What doesn't work for your energies? What your truth is, what your truth isn't. One? Yeah. So that's when I got to understand that even at a rented place, you are able to pass. You are never limited, because how else did I manage to work from someone's yard in a rented place? Someone's property, someone's yard, someone's space. Because they went and they spoke to I mean, I think I must have rented how many rooms? Like, room, I think 4 times before I could get to a house, but that also came with a lot of lessons, because I got to understand what there are no limitations to communicating with your ancestors. You move with your ancestors wherever you move to. All they want is peace for you. Oh, thank you. Motsidise, a re o montle koko, a re o montle gore, ke a ithokozela. Guys, unbalance your chakras. Unbalance your chakras. No, unbalance. No, ntse ke pota. Balance your chakras. Balance your chakras. Clear them, unblock them. Yo, guys, o tlo thola happiness within and out, All right. So, yeah, so Musamo could either be in the bedroom, it could be in the second bedroom, it could be outside, but make sure that hahona business, where your Musamo is, there's no business, there's no, no one, not everybody, people should not have access to it. Right. Now, because it is your point of, it's your point of guidance. Msamo, where you communicate with God and where you communicate with your ancestors. It's a place of guidance. It's a place of protection. It's a place of work. It's a place of apology, where you go to ask for an apology. It's a place of blessings. It's a place of protection. That's an altar. Kimosam. And that is where you gather your ancestors. Sure. And then let me see, how deep should I go? Okay, I think that's another topic. But however, there are people who will use different ways, methods of Phahla. Ne? Phahla is to communicate, to connect with the ancestors, right? With the spirit world, right? Some people, because it differs from clan to clan, family to family, tribe to tribe, and also you also yourself will figure it out, because like me, who come from a family who never followed the traditions, some things I just needed to figure them out and find my way around it. And what I love about Badimo is that they are not judgmental. They are not, because libona, the majority of them, they lived on this earth in denial of traditions and culture, and only they get to learn about it only on the other side. So that's why they're very forgiving and patient with us, because they know that they left this earth without educating us. We find ourselves in these predicaments because our elders never followed the culture, but only when they get to the other side, because they get to the truth, then they see, oh man, this is real. So they are forgiving and they're patient with us when we kind of stumble away along the way, right? So many use mpepo. Okay, I don't have msamo. Where am I saying? What do I do? You create one. Okay, so okay, base utlabeha kansi museme ne kofatsi on the floor ne beha museme kansi that reads bed, that read bed. Oh Lord, how to get that? Okay, so this is kikansi enane. You put it kofatsi, and then that's where you're going to put your dish, where your dish in a limpepo, ne, and then snake, white candle, cup of water, ne. So white candle, I mean, this is what I use. Many people use this method. But as I said, we're going to go through the methods that I'm familiar with in any case. So bepo, sorry, tansi, museme, or a white cloth. Oh, Chowazani. I get so excited when I see my underground gang coming in one by one, one by one, one by one. So, or a white cloth, ne? Right. And then white candle, pepper, sniff, doesn't matter what flavor sniff, ne? Sniff, cup of water. Light up your candle, call on to God. Call on to God, speak to Him. Speak to Him. Whatever you want to speak to Him, speak to Him. Ne? And then you burn your pepper. So then you burn pepper, ne? Then unka sniff, sprinkle around pepper. Wababitsa. If you're from a marriage, you know, as in like if your parents were married, ne? If your parents were married, are married or were married, because some got divorced along the way, you call your father's ancestors first. Then you call your mother's ancestors. Ne? Right. If you are from if you belong to your mother's side of the ancestors, because in most cases, those who are born from situations where the father just is not present for whatever reason, you belong to your mother's kral. You belong to your mother's kral. Ne? Then you call your mother's ancestors. Ne? Right. And then if you know them by name, like in my case, my dad is on the other side, I call him. Papa. Oh, let me tell you, and he comes like as we speak, is right here. As we speak, and you'll see, he'll prove to you who is right here. You'll see. He'll prove to you he's right. That is right here. Okay, and then you speak whatever you need to speak. Again, then there are those that use just water, ne? And then water and sniff. Then they just sprinkle. Wababitsa. And if you have the tegezelo, hey, let them correct, ne? But the tegezelo clan names, ne? Right. So nka sniffy, you just pour. Wababitsa. Bahamangmang, wabamangmang. And then we'll ne? And then there are those that will use maize meal and water. You mix your maize meal and water. And then, okay? And then there are those that will, maize meal mixed with water. As they speak, banwa, bathe. And spit out there. So it differs. It really differs from clan to clan and blah, 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 blah. And then what else did I want to mention? Man, it'll come back. Right. The most important thing. The most important thing, how ne? It is to heal them. Fundi says, what are we talking about today? We're talking about a continuation, part 2 of how to Phahla and how to use Anointed, Chakra, healing chakra products, right? Okay, there was a sneeze. It's there, it wants to come, but then I'm not coming, and then I'm coming, then I'm not coming, and then it's leaving me hanging. Okay, right? So, the most important thing, guys, when you call on your ancestors, first and foremost, before you ask for anything, before you ask for an apology, before you announce something or whatever, heal them. Heal them. Bafodise. And this is how you do it. And let me tell you how I got to know this. Ne? My own ancestors actually came to me and they said, Refodise, Haramonat. And then this was in a dream. And they told me. Ever since I did that, shame, the rest is history. So this is how you heal them. King, direto. Oh yeah, get direto. Yeah, dithakazelo ke direto. I get a moka. No mangesi. Thank you. So then I started off saying, Lord, please heal my ancestors. Please heal them. Cleanse them with love. Cleanse them with reconciliation. Please cleanse them with peace. Cleanse them with forgiveness. Cleanse them with healing. Exactly. Right. Ne? Heal them. Let them forgive one another. Let them love one another. Let them come together as a team. Let them come together in love and reconciliation. Because you wonder why in every family there's endless fights. You don't even know what you're fighting for. Some fights you've just inherited them. Even the generation before, they inherited it from the previous generation. You're fighting, you don't know why you're fighting. Because and then they die angry. They die bitter. They die confused. They die with grudges. And then you wonder why we also carry that. And our children carry that. It's because that's how they lived. So it's important to heal them. Ne? Because they are just God in the flesh. In spirit, they are so there. Trust me. In spirit, they are there. They are there in spirit. I know. This is from someone who knew nothing about ancestors and found herself in this journey today. Yes, sir. They show me goodness every day. The fact that God has entrusted me with his nation and he put me on such a large platform, which is Radio 2000 first. In fact, no. I started off on Radio Metro with pt2. It was just an interview. Then I went over to his, when he moved over to his digital radio, Touch Central. There was one interview. And then it was Radio 2000. It was 8 months. And then now I'm on Capricorn FM. It's once a month, but it's an hour-long session that I have with them. So for God to entrust me and put me on such a large platform, obviously, it means that he says, you are now ready to be my mouthpiece, to be my messenger, to be my vessel. Right. So then you ask God, exactly. Chilulu says, even the Bible tells you, repent for those who have departed. Chilulu, thank you so much. You are my Mona, my sister in spirit on the Bible side, because on the Bible I will right. So then I started off, as I saying, I started off asking God to forgive my ancestors, to cleanse them so that they love each other, they forgive each other, they come together, they find peace among themselves. And then after that, like you've lit your candle, like you speak to God, and then you start off by asking Him to heal your ancestors, and then you then move over to Badimu. Because when your ancestors are at peace, when they have reconciled in the spirit world, there will be reconciliation on earth through us. But also through us, you have to make the decision to say, I want to find peace within myself, and I want to find peace with God. I want to find peace with my ancestors and find peace with those around me. But remember, there are those that are around you that you'll never ever, because energies, guys, energies, they're energies that are meant to gel and to flow together. They're energies that are not meant to. Not that you hate each other, not that you've had a fallout, not that, no, but those energies that just do not gel. Nothing personal. And there are those that you've had an encounter with, you've tried to make things work, but things will not work either way because your energies are just repelling each other. You know, don't force yourself on someone. Don't force yourself on a relationship. If energies are not working together, they're just not working together, right? Right. However, then you go to your ancestors. After you've prayed to God, you've lit your candle, you've asked God to forgive them, blah, blah, blah. And then you go to, and then you speak to God about whatever you need to speak to. And then you go to your ancestors. You say, Thokozani, Thokozani batho ba baholo, Thokozani abantu abadala. Ke kopa le tshwarelaneng, ratanang, hlomphanang. I forgive each other, respect each other. Most importantly, accept who you are and what you are. Acceptance. Accept who you are and what you are, so that they can also find to continue with their journeys ahead. Because that side life still goes on. If you have a spiritual debt in the physical world and you think by crossing over that debt is finished, no, you still have it. Why retwas? Because those departed souls have debts, and they come through us. They come to us to help them twas. Because how twas they too but twas, so that they can reach their destination, so that they can carry on with their purposes on the other side and become good, peaceful, loving ancestors that don't come and bother us on earth. So I say, forgive each other, love each other, reconcile with each other, respect each other, accept who you are. If you are chosen, you are chosen. Let me tell you something. We find ourselves in the covenants that our ancestors that our ancestors have made with God from the very first generation. Honestly, we find ourselves in the covenants promises that our ancestors have made with God in the beginning, because God blesses every family with a spiritual gift, right? Blesses every family with a spiritual gift, and this gift, and whatever, whether it's spiritual or whether it's a talent or whether it's whatever craft it may be, but it moves from generation to generation to generation. This gift, the denial of the gift along the way, or the dropping of the gift along the way, brings curses to the family, curses that keep repeating themselves, negative cycles that keep repeating themselves. You will look at the deaths of your family. They are all similar. I mean, I look at the deaths of my family members, all similar. All similar. You pay attention to anything and everything that is happening, guys. Pay attention. My family, paternal side, maternal side, father side, mother side, their deaths are similar. There's no bloodshed, there's no gun, there's no tipa, there's no but here, the chest area. Ask yourself, how is that? And then you go and research spiritually, what does the chest area mean? mona sefubeng badimo ba dula sefubeng badimo ba dula hloohong. You know those headaches, random headaches. If you're a spiritual being or you don't know that you're a spiritual being, migraines from Sahel, ears itching, eyes being sore, sinuses, litswana, chest area. And then if you find that deaths that keep repeating themselves are accidents, car accidents, go research. What does it mean? A car means a spirit. A car means a spirit. When God wants to, when God speaks to us, He speaks to us heaven and earth. So in heaven, you dream of a car, whatever the condition of the car, the color of the car, the content of the context. Hey, Thokozani, hey, Thokozani. A car. God is showing you that something was wrong with your car, your spirit. And then you find in real life that your car, it's in good condition, but it still gives you problems. God is talking, or your spirit is not together. Even a house, because even a house, you fix here, you fix there, then this falls apart. You fix that because the house is a spirit. Okay, look at things like you find that in your family, you hate each other. You hate each other. It's a curse. It's a curse. It's a curse because of the denial of the gift from the first generation, or dropping the ball from the first generation, or perhaps maybe the second or the third, or whatever it may be. Because the very first gogo, the very first mkhulu in your family, they made a covenant with God to say, we will serve you. Calling, whatever calling, whichever way we will serve you, we'll serve you. But I get it, they were not, by the time we are alive, they're dead. I get it. But they'll keep coming us now to us in our dreams, or they'll go through prophets to deliver messages to us to say, hey, we made a covenant with God. So our bloodline is called to carry on with this covenant. And then when you see things in your life not, coming together, not gelling, then you know it's a curse. You in a family, you hate each other. And remember, negative energies will always attract negative energies. Your family hates each other, hates one another, and those energies will call in other energies that will help in the hate, to contribute in the hate. This is like, now when I say other energies, other energies that are not your blood, but they somehow they're associated with you on the journey of life. They too, they come with their own energies of hate, because like attracts like. But when you all love each other and you exude love, love is going to attract love. So it's not normal for a family to hate each other. Look at that. Pay attention to that. When a family hates each other, there's a problem. And there's a problem that goes back. Everything, there's a core to something. There's a root to something. You just don't hate each other. There's a root. Guy? Where has the ball been dropped? Because then that is our grandparents, they hate each other. Our parents, they hate each other. The hate goes back to, that trickles down to siblings, to cousins, to our children hating each other. It's not normal. Sit back and assess the situation. It's not normal. An inheritance of hate is not normal. All right? Sure. So now let's go back to okay, so obviously for us to be able to move forward, we need to go back and fix what needs to be fixed. Guys, here's a question. How is it that, all right, no, we'll come to that. Ne? And how the curse is broken is, one, by accepting the gift, so that you can go fix, so that your ancestors find peace and they find healing, so that this curse, you also no longer spread the hate. And then there are families where marriages fall apart, because you then look back. There's a history, there's a homework. Look at your grandparents. Were they married? And what happened? Did they divorce? towards the end of their lives. Then you look at your because the curse will go down, will trickle down. Then you look at your parents. Were they married? And then did they end up divorced? And then you look at their generation, your generation. Are you guys married, or are you battling to find marriage? Are you battling to find marriage? Are you battling this union to stick into a relationship? Because it's a curse, it's an illness that is in your bloodline. It's not normal to be angry at each other forever. It's not normal. It is not normal. It is not normal for relationships to just fall apart. It's an illness. It's a spiritual illness. Money that doesn't sit is aduling. Money that just disappears. It comes and it goes out. It comes and it goes out. You cannot even account. You cannot even point to say this is where the money went. It's an illness. It's not normal. It's a spiritual illness. Because when they want attention, they will take until you give them attention. Right. Jobs. Jobs. You struggle to find jobs. Your family struggles to find jobs. It's a problem. It's a problem. It's an illness. Why? God didn't bring us to this earth to suffer. So, Rona Blacks, guys, here's the honest truth. Rona Blacks, we have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of debts, spiritual debts to sort out, to fix, because we ran away from our truth, our origins, our culture, our traditions. And now, you cannot run forever. You can't run forever. That's where our power is. That's where our strength is. Indians are extremely dear to their culture, to their religion. They've balanced the two. They're not running after our culture, our religion. They are dear to their culture, their religion. Their lives is smooth. Rona, we run away from our culture. We run away from our religion because we want religion early. That doesn't belong to us. That belongs to another nation. It works for them. It doesn't work for us. Our power, our strength lies in our identity, our truth, because even our forefathers who lived as Christians on earth, who lived as Bazalwane on earth, when they go back to that side, they go back to the truth. Why then would they come to you on a daily, in dreams, in visions, in whatever method, passing messages through other healers, other prophets, to say, can please help us, Twasa, or Khanta, or Phahla, or whatever. Why? Because they go back to the truth. Now, the only way we can get back our strength, our power, our identity, and our freedom, so that we can also start speaking about generational blessings as opposed to generational curses. We sit and the pain that our ancestors live with on the other side, them watching us hate each other on a daily as siblings, as family members. It kills them because they themselves know that they didn't leave us kamulao. Honestly, look, go back, those who are in families where there's so much hatred and there's so much pulling and pushing. Sit down and ask, what? No one knows. How to say? You know, right? So, and then Phahla. Then you tell them, heal them on a daily. How Phahla? Heal them. Forgive each other. Love each other. Reconcile. Accept yourselves for who you are. Accept your identity. So that they can also be at peace. I'm testimony. No one can ever speak me away or remove me from the path that I'm on. Badimu ba phela. I'm like this because of them. I have healed because of them. It's because they themselves have healed on the other side. I am able to use my chakra products and get satisfactory results because I fundamentally have healed first. The soul has healed. And these just help balance the energies. Halalisani says, Goko, it's like you're speaking to me, yo, but I don't know how to fix these. Hey, let us seek wisdom. Let us seek wisdom because the very same ancestors on the other side, they are getting wisdom from their elders on the other side. We are teaching each other. The ancestors and us are teaching each other because attitudes, and you heal them. You're like, no, we no longer do things like this. You teach them. We no longer do things like this. Patience, peace. Otherwise, these cases will carry on. Attitude will carry on. This will carry on. When your family is in negativity, it will attract other negative entities. Bomakoti ba negative, bakhwenyana ba negative, business associates are negative, acquaintances are negative because your family is negative. Heal them. First heal and be the first one to say, healing starts with you. Step up and say, I now want to heal. I'm tired of this drama. I want to heal. And I want to start doing things the right way. And then you at least you've taken a stand to say, I want change. It starts with you. Then you know that you are reversing a curse. You know that you're reversing a curse. All right. Because usually I pause and then read. I told you that my father's here. Actually, not just him, to be honest. Not just him. They are all here. Mother's side, father's side, bam. How important? Because pay attention when you see my delivery. Iba intense. Iba that conviction. Know that there's that spirit who speaks with that conviction. No? Right. And then hit your right. So Sane says, Togoza Koko, can you inherit your in-laws' generational illnesses? Yeah, in-law, because Pella, you joined. Remember, you joined by Nyoka Nyoko. Handleje. And on that, ne, it is important to research on your partner before you get married. Research on their spiritual debts. Research on their spiritual debts. Because you might find that your lineage doesn't have much spiritual debts, but because you've entered that family with so much spiritual debts, you inherit the body. Hey man. Hey. Lukisa, fix your lineage first before you can get married. Research on your partner's lineage because you don't want to find yourself inheriting problems that were never yours in the beginning. Right. Londiwe Mhlongo says, I see you Gogo usemoyeni. I told you. In fact, he's always there actually. But it's not him. It's his family members and my mother's family members because this topic it affects both families. It affects both families. Our parents balla when they watch us pull and push against each other because they know, oh my God, we didn't give them the law. We didn't give them tuto. Haraba root abanake sono. My mother's sister, Mama Lindy, she was my favorite aunt. I was very young, but I just clicked with the country. Turns out, Liena, unajama kobong, she had the gift, and unajama kobongo. Kobongo is when you have a spiritual calling and then the energies, they're pulling, pushing on against, pushing away, that kind of thing. Ne? And so Makobongo, okay, well, yeah, in most cases, Makobongo, you drink them, you take them, you administer them when you have entered initiation. Ne? And some of them, like I have patients, they haven't entered initiation, but their ancestors have sent them to me to give a mix of Makobongo. And Makobongo, what it does is that it's a mixture of plants, ne? That awaken the spirits that are in you, the spirits, the ancestors that are calling you, so that they can clarify what gift and purpose they're bringing to you, so that we get to know which direction to help you channel on your initiation, on your spiritual journey. Ne? So my aunt Ujilema Kobong. But here's the curse. Because the gift comes from both my father's side and my mother's side. Fine, my mother's side, they accepted the gift a long time ago. My grandmother accepted the gift a long time ago, and also she made it easy for me to accept my gift, because when the calling came, and the only person I could make reference to is my grandmother, my mom's mom, because I know that she was a healer and she worshipped Go Methodist, né? And she was the most loveliest, kindest, sweetest, generous, calmest, genuine grandmother. So it was easy for me to accept my gift, because she was my reference. Ne? But little did I know the gift didn't come from her, it came from the side. But my mother's side of the family, because the gift was becoming too loud and dangerous on me, so they stepped in to say, we'll carry her until you, the father side, is ready to accept who you are, but we'll carry her. Well, what? Right. So here's the curse. Fine. My mother's parents, they divorced. This is my grandparents. My father's parents, they divorced. The curse went down to their children, which is our parents, our aunts, our uncles. Our this side, aunts, uncles. Go for divorce. Lerona, riluso. Give it hard. But when you take the gift, because I remember my grandfather from my father's side came to me to say, Morakile, for taking the gift, because you've helped me and your grandmother to reconcile and also carry on and work as a team, because Linyalo is a calling. Right? Sharp. So, my mother's side of the family, noise. My father's side of the family, noise. He cares. He cares. It's an illness of denial of the gift. My aunt disappeared in the 80s. Who I'm saying that she was one of my favorite. She was my favorite aunt, actually. She was my absolute favorite aunt. We somehow got along, Kanti, because of the gift. Ne? She disappeared in the 80s. Not today. And I'm telling you, I'm seeing it. This is a prophecy. From my mother's side of the family, let them bahane gift. Someone is going to disappear again. Remember what I said, a repeat of curses, of negative cycles. Somebody is going to disappear again. My aunt disappeared to this day. My grandmother died. Allah. We kept looking for my aunt, but anyhow, she came to me in a dream, anyway. Years later, to say, I saw her. She was wearing a white top and sitting like this, and watching over my grandmother. My grandmother was laying on a bed, so she was watching over my grandmother. So she was showing me that I'm with my mother where I am, meaning she's gone. Transa trust is still from that side. So when I trusted, I know for a fact that she trusted alongside me. I'm trying to make an example of these cases, right? Right? All right. Okay. So it's not normal, guys. Let's heal our ancestors so that we can also heal. Let them be loving, protective, kind, peaceful ancestors, not ancestors who are desperate, because ancestors that are desperate, you're going to see with your life things coming to a stagnation. All right. Nomangesi says, Gogo, my mom and I like oil and water. She still blames me for things I did as a teenager. I tried fixing the relationship, but it keeps getting worse. I'm tired now. No, the same thing with me and my mother. The same thing with me and my mother. No matter how much we try to fix, calling. Your mother has a calling, you have a calling. Because remember, there cannot be two bulls in a crowd. There was no ways I was going to carry on living in my mother's property. Because Ndumba Iwan, my mother has a calling, she is in total denial of it. She said it with her own mouth that she will never take it. And into okay, if you don't take it, know that we're going to suffer. And she's like, well, too bad. My sister has a calling. So Nahana, in one yard, it's my mother, it's me, it's my sister. Imagine, because it's the spirits fighting each other. So it's worse when you, the child, has accepted the gift, né? And then, because let me make example with my mother. I accepted the gift. She doesn't want it, and we clashed. And obviously, as a child, I need to humble myself. That's why I get told and take the abuse day in, day out. And now I realize the abuse that she gave me is her little frustration. They're saying her little keeps attacking her every day. Ngwana o qenne a tsamaya a lo thwasa a lata lesedi. Wena o ntse o dutse lefifing. So when she gets attacked by her ancestor saying, the child, even as child, has even gone ahead of you to take the gift, to accept the gift, and you are still in the dark. So when her spirit is attacking her, she comes and attacks me. There's no way you can live like that. It's the worst pain ever. It's the worst pain ever. Worst pain ever. There was no ways I was going to. I was I experienced the worst depression living with my mother. I experienced the worst depression. She would lock the gate so that patients don't come in. And that, to me, is killing my spirit and killing even the ancestors that were sitting on me. Said, we are now leaving. We cannot live in this darkness. If you want to stay, remain. But because no, she's my mother, she'll be fine. It just kept getting worse and worse. I got ill. I would go to the doctor, to a clinic, because I cannot income in any case. Yeah, clinicking, and they will test everything. Everything would come negative, but I would have sores here. I'd have blisters here because it was depression. I was so thin, my eyes like the dipped in. I was skinny, I was dark, I was ill, I was frustrated, negative thoughts, suicidal thoughts. And as I say, Neo, my cousin, she was one of those angels that kept me afloat, you know, all the time. And those that I did, you know, and when I left, I went, I hira a room. Oh, and my dad, just by the way, he didn't believe me. I kept telling him, Papa, Mama's doing this to me. He didn't believe it because there's no ways. Why would your mother do that to you? No one believed it. No one, even myself, for the longest time, I couldn't believe it because it's like, no, man, I'm imagining things. This is not happening. I was in deep denial. So, but yeah, and also it taught me to forgive, because God put me on that situation so that I can learn forgiveness. Because if you don't forgive your parents, if you, no matter how wrong they are, if you do not forgive your parents, nothing of yours will come right. Forget. So anyway, upon leaving, okay, so fine. My dad one day came. He saw the state that I was in, and then he believed it. Oh my God. Wow. Because I kept telling him, Papa, I need, my gift needs to live. And it's dying, and I'm dying here because it's not living. And I also dreamt of my ancestors saying, we are coming to fetch you now because you don't want to listen to us. We said, leave. We've got a plan for you. You don't want to listen. And I remember in the dream, I was in, well, my grandfather has a musher, a funeral undertaker, started a funeral undertaking business back in the days. Now, so it's his legacy, which is still alive. And I dreamt that I was in his funeral undertaking, parlor, funeral parlor. And they were carrying my casket, it nearly white. It was white, and they were carrying it out. That's when I said, Papa, you have to help me. I have to get out of here. Kanti, whatever how the universe works. Papa came. He came actually to drop off my nephew, but and fortunately, I the ancestors whispered in my ears, because I used to just sit in my ndumba because I was so terrified. I was of the abuse that I saw in that house day in, day out. I was abused, mind, body, and soul. And I would be scared to just step out of ndumba. And by that day, bar go to the gate. I went to the gate. My dad was packing, dropping my nephew. That's when he saw me. Otherwise, he wouldn't have seen me. Because perhaps he probably would have dropped and left. Then he saw my state. My dad shed a tear. Wow, I'm sorry. I didn't know this was this serious. That's how I left. Ever since I left, the rest is history. I started living. So I got to understand Hore. It's because she has the gift. My mother has the gift, which she's in denial of. And you know the saying, Yahor, sins of the parents will fall onto the children. Will fall onto the children. So, and then also I learned to forgive them, because clearly there was another lesson that I needed to forgive my siblings, but I moved out. Okay, now I know that what's what. I no longer have to live that grudge. I now understand. No, there were never going to be 3 gifted people in one roof, under one in one property. Ndumba, one Ndumba, and Ndumba it was mine. So bana, badlozi babona, my mother's dlozi, my sister's dlozi, bona balla ba ha ha. Le rona re batla Ndumba ya rona. We want our Ndumba as well. Right. Okay, let me get your messages. Wow, Nomangezi says, wow, same here. My mom refuses point blank. Yes, unfortunately, our parents are not about that life. Only when they cross over and they get to the other side, only then they see the truth. They're like, oh, okay. Then they start coming here to say, okay. Even my dad was also not about that life. My dad was also not about that life. But when he saw change in me, when he started seeing me heal myself, because when you take the gift, you accept healing because you heal first. Okay. So when he started seeing that, he started believing, okay, this thing is true. And also when he started experiencing hiccups in his life, and because I remember he actually came to me, he said to me, this was 2018. He said to me, my things are not flowing the right way. The birds are flowing a different direction. And I know what it is. I didn't support you. This was my dad's words. Papa sitting right here. Kuri, anything that comes out of my mouth, ne? If it's not true, I will get the worst punishment. And they will make sure that they punish me in front of you to prove to you, Kuri, I'm lying. Yes. So he came and he said, and then that's when I said, no, you need to take me to your home back in Velkom and go and introduce me to your ancestors, Komabitling and Dunkomboti, so that you introduce me and let them know that happened. They took me and that happened. Guess what happened? Things started opening up for him as well. Mushari, my grandfather's business, it was slow, but it started to pick up thereafter. Because Libona, the grandparents, who also were anti-it. And in a way, I don't blame my parents, my parents, because it's on my father's side, because they were told this doesn't exist in our family. So they obviously lived by that. So in a way, I don't blame them. But as soon as they crossed over and they got to the other side, they got to see the truth. Right. So when my dad crossed over, then he came to me in a dream. In fact, before his crossing over, we were very close, closer than ever. There are things that we shared. There are things that he told me. There are things that he confessed. And I remember he said, now I can see that you're at peace. Kanti Papa is about to leave the earth. And now I can see that you're at peace. I'm happy. Kanti was saying, now I can leave. You are fine. And Kaniti, he left the spirit world. And when he left, then he came to me in a dream to say, I am now, thank you for paving the way for me. I'm now accepting my priesthood calling on this side. Please work with me on the other side. That is when he brought Radio 2000. And then I think the very first month, 2 weeks after joining Radio 2000, he then came to me to say, I'm now accepting my priesthood calling. Please work with me on the other side. And that's when I started the Gogo Palisa prayer sessions, because it's his church. And thereafter, the testimonies that were shared on Radio 2000, the testimonies that are shared on even on this platform, testimonies that are shared on my WhatsApp, testimonies that are shared on my socials, are testimonies that, how do you deny and say that's not true? Because people are coming with their testimonies. So to me, as my father saying, I am now going to expose my gift to the world to say it's true, this thing does exist, and I'm doing it through my daughter. So yeah, all right, let's read. Okay, Tabza says, but if she, okay, I need to get through. Tiki, it's quite hard understanding these things. My things are stuck. I'm starting to feel like it's mom's fault now. I'm getting anger and hurt. Yes, it's very painful. It is extremely painful when it's extremely painful when your mother, your parent, says, "Akidikeni, you are on your own," and you know them by them saying that. By them denying their gift, it means you are going to be punished as the child. It's the worst pain ever. It's the worst pain ever. But you know what you can do for yourself? When you know that, oh yeah, Palisa Banan Klapo says, I used to listen every Thursday on Radio 2000. Yeah, here testimony, here proof. It was my dad saying, I want to show the world that my daughter is not crazy. This gift exists, and I am going to, I'm taking my gift in the spirit world, and I'm going to show you that it's true, this gift lives. Wanaka, sorry for not believing you, sorry for doubting you. My dad told me this. Today, the testimony, this is his church. This is his church, because his father was a priest. And he wasn't an ordained priest, but by birth he was a priest. But I learned that he was a leader in his days, in his church, in their church, the church Methodist. He was a leader there. Right. Let's see what other messages. My mom had everything she had had all the money, best cars and houses. Then she lost everything. She was told to accept her gift. She said yes, she has accepted it, but how can she? What am I doing? Okay. She said yes, she has accepted, but how can she do ceremonies if she can't get what? Or if you can't get income? you know, when you accept a gift, ne? Phahla and tell your ancestors, Phahla, go to your ancestors' graves, take something, an offering. Those who drank tea, just make tea, put tea there. Coffee, coffee. Those who used to drink alcohol, take alcohol. Whatever it is that they used to like, take it there to say, Yadumela. Tell your mother how to do that. And also slaughter 2 white chickens, a male and a female. White male, white female. And say, with this, this is my offering to say, I accept the gift. I accept it. Guide me and show me what this gift is. How am I going to use it? And who's going to help me? Because these days, there are too many tsotis, spiritual tsotis. A person will say, no, I see you've got a calling. Well, a medium or a prophet or a fundisi or whatever. They'll say, yes, you've got a calling. Come, I'll initiate you. No, no, no. Not even me as Coco Palesa. I do not have the right to say, come, I see that you've got a calling. Come, I'll initiate you. No, no, no. I don't have that right. I do not have that right. Your ancestors must come and tell you. Yes, because they close everything. And you see, especially if you've been in denial for the longest time, and if the spiritual debt is this big, if the spiritual debt is this big, it comes from that generation, and it gets skoloto. You will find yourself with nothing, empty, with no clothes. So Sande says, yo, Gogo, I have so many questions because it feels like you've been sent to me to heal my marital family. Yeah. Okay. Let me go back. Both my Mwima says both my parents have passed on, but I dreamt of them getting married, but in real life they were never married. Practical example. Remember earlier on, I said marriage is a calling. Marriage is a calling. When God pairs 2 people together to get married, He calling because you're called to go heal. Which in a nation that God has called you to, wherever He sends you to go heal. Now, my grandparents. Let me speak about where my calling comes from. In any case, it's my father's side. My grandfather came to me after my dad took me to Welcome to go and do a ceremony for me to say that they have accepted me as a healer. My grandfather came to me in a dream. He said, thank you for accepting your gift, because through you we are able to accept our gifts. Now, me and your grandmother have reconciled, and now we are working together. Proof. And I did. Did I tell Papa? Did I share this with Papa? Because I don't know, because I know that I used to share everything, because now my dad started having a listening ear for me. Dreams. In the beginning, he would even say to me, I don't even want to hear anything about your dreams. I'll say, Papa, I dreamt this, Papa, I dreamt this, Papa, I dreamt this. And he would be like, hey, what was it? But when he started, when they got his attention, by now starting to take things away from him and bringing noise in his family, his life, his personal life, that's when he said, okay, okay. Then he came to me to say, hey, yeah, I see that the biggest mistake, I didn't support you. Right. So after that, I would share every dream with him. I would share every message that would come, everything I would share with Papa Kilorilo so, Papa Tatemhulu Arso, Papa Nkhono Arso, Papa Rahadi Arso, Papa Rangwan Arso, Papa so. Papa is my witness. Papa is my witness. Unclap it right now if I'm lying. Unclap it. You know, so both my parents have passed on, but I dreamt of them getting married, but in real life they were never married. In the spirit they are married, because they've accepted their calling together. Well, I dreamt of them getting married, but in real life they were never married. They were destined to be together, and so they accepted their calling on the other side, and they're married. And they're married. So Dani says, Gogo would like to have a private session with you because I have a hand full of questions about my life in general. I'm from Velcom BFS. BFS, So BFS is my grandfather's business, the funeral parlor business. Keep BFS. So I knew about you from Radio 2000. Thokoza. Okay, so yeah, ngirumele kwele encedani ontshehang. My God. Hey wena. All right, ke kopa o tla nromela WhatsApp he, ne? So that re tlo ba le session 071 511 4117. And my numbers are on my Facebook profile, Instagram profile. Guys, YouTube, don't forget YouTube. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and let's report us as well. No? Right, I want to see other messages. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, when you phahla, shoes off. Shoes off when you phahla, ne? Shoes off, and you can phahla as often as you want. You can phahla, you can ukari 12, 3, 6, 9 during the day, 12, 3, 6, 9 at night, 3 a.m. The 3 a.m. one. Powerful. When you're a spiritual person, in any case, you know that you lose sleep by 3. Anyway, you know it. You who lose sleep between 12 and 3 a.m. know that right. And then also after sex, if you know that you've come from the chips from frying chips, you don't go to Msamu to go in phahla. Cleanse first. Cleanse with holy ash. Mix holy ash with grof salt. Holy ash, grof salt. Cleanse with that water. Have a bath in that water. Ne? Cleanse before you go to Msamu. You don't go after frying fish, after frying chips. Ne? And then you cleanse with that. Ne? And then when you're on your period, don't go Msamu. Also go cleanse holy ash mixed with grof salt. Okay, have a normal bath first with soap and whatever. Now, even after sex, have a normal bath with soap, and then drain that water, and then mix water with holy ash. With maybe 2 spoons of holy ash, and then 2 spoons of grof salt, and then you speak. You say, "Here I'm cleansing off troughs. I was frying chips. I'm cleansing off." And then you go because an altar is very sacred. It's a very sacred place. So where do we get holy ash? Shililo is asking where to get holy ash salts. Okay, holy ash you can get it. These they're usually run by Indians, ne? That sell traditional things. So you can go to that chemist, ne? Traditional things, ne? And then holy grof salt you can get from there as well, but you can also get from supermarkets. Yeah. My Saka says, thanks Coco, yo 12 to 3 nix buroko ke tla fufulelwa yo botlhoko kana mme o tla no zo zo tshesa o tshela o tshesa o tshone o rounding o boroka bo phahla rapela o phahla. And happy remember between 12 and 3 a.m. The devil is awake. So when your ancestors wake you up at that time, know that they are saying, get up, let's fight the devil, the demon, whatever, the negative energies. And or otherwise, now when that happens to me, friendships. So when that happens to me, I know that they want to say something to me. There's a message. There's a message. Pressing. Right. Okay. Man. Oh, Modimo wa ka. Eish. Nigga, I wanted to, Maggie. Yeah, Maggie says, Thokoza Koko, this is so true. I'm from a family of Sangomas, and because the elders once did not pay attention to the dead, Gogos, they started dying same way, following each other. Exactly. Oh, thank you. Exactly. Batlo confirm. Ntho tse ke di buang. O bua nnete. Bona, guys, let me tell you. All right. Yeah, they started dying same way, following each other, one after the other, abareng following each other by 4 months apart. As a result, I'm left to do everything. And Maggie for testifying and confirming to the Pay attention when your family dies from the same kind of death. It's an illness. There's a denial of something that they ran away from. There's a denial of something that they ran away from. Death that repeat themselves and follow one another. Can I tell you something, guys? 2018, after my father took me to welcome to introduce me to the ancestors, to say that I'm to introduce me as a healer. That was 2018. I think a month after that, my grandfather came and instructed me to pass over a message to, then it was still my father and my uncle. They were still alive. ABCD, this needs to be sorted out, right? Sharp. Otherwise, Papa is my witness. Otherwise, let someone in is my witness because I sent them both the message. Otherwise, Tatamhulu says, I will come back with coffins. The coffins will leave that family one by one. Born. God is my witness. My ancestors are my witness. My father was my ancestors, my witness. My uncle was my uncle who's an ancestor, my witness. 2020, the first coffin came out. It was my cousin Sarah. She was from initiation. 10 months after she came back from initiation. Fine. I mean, I'm not going to get into detail with that, what led to her death, but fine, it happened. And I remember saying to them, do you remember what the message that I came with, what Ntatemhulu said? Do you remember? Do you remember now? Saranki was July 2020, August, September. Saranki was July 2020, July 2020. September, my uncle died. 4 months later, my father died. A month later, my cousin died. Okay, more COVID. Everything else they hide behind COVID. What are COVID? But they are similar death methods of Kore. Similar deaths. They all died in the same way. Right. All right. Let me go back. Also, my mother's side as well. Same thing. It was them first, my uncle first. 12 days later, my other uncle followed. Same way of death. Same way of transport, same transport to the other side. But COVID. A lot of deaths, people hide behind COVID. Kante, it is your ancestors saying, you will do what you will. Your ancestors saying, yes, the transport is different. The transport is different, guys. Transport, a mode of mode of transport to the other side, they come differently. They come in different ways. Ne? Mara, look at the nature. Right. So, Fihlo says, "Kya otsela go, ke otsela jwang today, gogo jo, I'm so sleepy." Utholele badimo, ke a ba tseba, because sometimes ba tla ka in that way. Uthole fela so tshwara ke boroko. My situation is the same as Diggy. This is Wikanyo. My situation is the same as Diggy. May we have the light and the healing we need. Amen. Abigail says, I was hijacked last year. Since from then, things went downhill. Hijack, give that deep. Accidents, car accidents. I don't know how many car accidents have come from. I can say, I don't know how many car accidents have come from. Give that deep. They wanted my attention. I wasn't listening. And because a car resembles a spirit. A car resembles a spirit. Yeah, so that's what they use. So Nomagezi says, Gogo, on Saturday, the Lobola negotiations happened, but thereafter I dreamt seeing my teeth in a cup and my hubby locked our car in a garage. Teeth, and a teeth means decision. Teeth means decision. So so I don't know, teeth falling. With I dreamt seeing my teeth in a cup. So teeth in a cup decision. So I don't know if the decision you made is the right decision. That's according to your ancestors. And then my hubby locking our car in a garage. Is your car locking your car? I mean, is your hubby locking your car in the garage a dream? Did it happen in a dream, or did it happen in real life? Because then again, locking car in the garage, Moya is locked up. Something's not right there. So Palesa Panantlapo says, Gogo, can I ask? So when you say you don't go emsamu when you're on your period, does this mean you don't work at all until they over, or you have a cleanse every day before you go emsamu? You cleanse every day you go emsamu, because I do that. When I'm on my period and I know there are patients that really need my help, there's a certain medicine that I use, that I cleanse with. And then I mix that with holy ash and cloth salt. But there is medicine that you cleanse with, to cleanse off so that you can carry on working. And also, when it's a desperate situation where I can see that it's life and death, this patient is dying, then I will. But otherwise, I'll just stay away while I'm on my period. I'll just stay away. But I want to take life and death, then I'll cleanse and then attend to a patient. But on a normal thing, I don't know, it's not so advisable to go emsamu or ulikodi piroting, but you are able to nka hodi ash le cloth salt, cleanser ka tsona, and then you can go and go emsamu ulophahla. Yeah. Also, Thokozani, also komsamu, you don't go when you're angry. Hey, you don't go when you're angry. Don't go when you know that you've had a fight with your partner or your friend or whoever, and stay away from some. They were not there. Your ancestors were not there when you were having that fight with your partner or whatever it is. Go once you've calmed down, and then go address the situation, because you're going to go there and say things that you're going to regret. Cursing and cursing whoever you were fighting with, and then when you've calmed down, you're going to regret. And then you find there's a Lidlozi who took it personally, who took it very, and then after that, you've made peace with your partner. Kanti there's a Lidlozi that's taken it very personally. What did they do to you? Right. Then those ones were like, right. Arre, o tla mpontsha hore o dula kae. Arre, seta. Arre, o tla mpontsha hore o dula kae. I mean, So don't go when you're angry. All right. When you're depressed and lonely and sad, go speak to them. When you're happy, go speak to them. When you want to ask something, go speak to them. So Shililu says, go, Palesa. What is the spiritual meaning of a full moon, and what rituals can we do? So the moon really represents intuition. It represents intuition. And usually you pay attention, ne? When there's a full moon, hey, the drama there. Okay, one, when a woman goes on her period, usually it's when it's a cycle of the full moon, of the moon, right? And we are moody, we are grumpy, we are this, we are that, we are hormones all over the show, right? When there's a full moon, pay attention. Okay, let's say minus the period, but pay attention to people around or activities next door. Are they fighting, or now within your family is there fights, or in the streets are there fights? Even thugs, the thugs, full moon, they know that they stay away from crime, will be arrested. I know me and my partner, when I'm on my period, he's like, he looks at, he looks at the moon, he's like, oh my God, full moon. And then then he knows that he's like, he's ready for anything. He's ready for anything. And then he doesn't take anything personally. And which makes it easy, because when he does that, I get a reaction. And then he wants to, and obviously I want a reaction. So he knows when not to react, because it's like, oh, full moon, let me not react. And then when he doesn't react, then I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't get my drama today. But but when there's a full moon, know that there's drama. There's negativity one way when there's a full moon. All right. Vanessa says, okay, Mbima says, can you bath with holy ash and grof salt even if you don't have sex? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And you know what you can do now, just to chase away negative energies. Nka mpepo and steam with it. Mpepo, put in a pot, fill up with water, put on one stone, or maybe one of those buckets that you can plug to boil water, and then aramel, and then speak negative energies away. Say, negative energies, move away from me. Go back to where you come from, and then you speak to your ancestors and say, those who come with a gift, or those who come with blessings, I invite you, and then you pray. And then that water that you're steaming with, pour in a bath, wash with it. The same water, wash with it. Chase away the negative energies, and then call the ancestors to say, those who come with blessings or whatever, please come forth. And then pray, and then spill the water. Do that for about 3 days. Watch. And then Palisa says, Togoza Koko, because with me, I noticed that my vibration is very high when I'm on my periods. Even my dreams are very intense and Kelora more than any other days. Exactly, because the moon, intuition, it represents the intuition. The moon, your senses are heightened. Die moet so nie dir. Mikanya says, Coco, I like your demonstrations. My God, I don't even pay attention. Okay. Yeah, so Abigail says, I was hijacked last year. Okay. So says I was hijacked last year. Since from then things went downhill. Yeah, you need to have a consultation. Let's consult, or you consult with someone maybe in your area, or if you want to consult with me, let's do that, because clearly there's a message. There's something the ancestors are seeking attention from you, and you're not hearing it. So, but like a violence. We can, you are cook. I like your demonstrations. Sabsa says, my twin sister. Because says, it's my little Rosie, Mpotse, Udula guy. Get up for fight. He's the he gets it quiet. Yo, guys, it's 9:45. All right. I need to speak about chakras, ne? Togoza Gogo, because with me, I noticed that my vibration. Oh, we spoke about this. Okay. Guys, let's talk about chakras. Ne? Chakras it is where the energy meets the physical. That point where the energy meets the physical. Hidi chakra. Ne? So When you are emotionally sick, it's going to manifest on the outside, on your body. Remember I told you that when I was going through a heavy period of depression, and oh my God, those days were horrible. I don't wish them on anybody, and I don't wish to go back to those days. But anyway, I was so depressed, and I would go to the doctor to go clinic, you know, and they took tests, they took tests on everything, and everything came back negative. Mara, I am having the boil, and boil also means anger. Boil, because wherever you get a boil, know that you're carrying a lot of anger. So I was angry at the situation that I was in. And also the skin reacts to fear, to stress. And I was also very fearful because I was abused and bullied in that environment that I was in. You know, it wasn't a physical abuse, but it was a mental abuse. Oh Lord, it was terrible. So, and it came out, boils and rashes and itchiness on the skin. So, and also here, particularly on this area, that is why I have tattoos, to cover those spots, right? So this is my daddy. Right. So, and this area represents, it's by the heart chakra. The heart is here. The heart is here. So this area, the arms and hand area, they are around the heart chakra. The heart is the center here. Ne? So my heart was very sore. It was abused. It was painful. But so the heart chakra was closed. And when the heart chakra is closed, what happens? You lack trust in anything, in anybody, in the universe. You don't trust because you've been tortured and abused. Okay? So the heart chakra was closed. So it started manifesting here. So I needed to learn how to unblock the heart chakra. I get chakra. So chakra is when the energy meets with the physical. What happens inside will manifest on the outside. So when you unblock your chakras, you allow energy to flow freely. Okay? All right. So, color. And I remember my mom was reminding me, growing up, I hated color. I hated color. I used to, my clothes were black and white in most cases. And because she mentioned it because she was saying, yo, I'm so surprised that you are so into color. And actually, it even registered for I'm into color. Can't my spirit, the soul is saying, because I'm a spiritual being anyway, and my Asian ancestors who've blessed me with the healing gift of chakras and and Reiki and so on, they were now coming forth to say we are now taking also we are now a part of you, and we're going to show you how we're going to use our healing. And I just started enjoying liking color and in my space. There just has to be color. I'm helping myself. I'm helping my auras unblock. So color. You always make sure that there's color around you without even administering all the other chakra healing products. Just having color, it helps to unblock your aura. To unblock your blocked aura. To unblock chakras. So, how you use this, because now that I've started administering using chakra healing products to heal. So people are now asking me, how does it work, right? So when you heal, let's say maybe you heal the root chakra, which is the first chakra, you light up a red candle, and there's these oils. This oil, it heals the root chakra. You will dab just a few drops on your red chakra. Smear there on the red chakra underneath your feet, right? And then light up your red candle, and then sit in a nice quiet spot where you're going to meditate, and then pull out your red chakra incense stick, ne? And then the red stone is you place on your root chakra underneath your feet, or your root chakra. The root chakra is the base of the spine and the butt, ne? You put it there. And also your genitals, by your genitals. Guys, this one, this one, those who have sexual issues, this one, it will show you flames in the bedroom. Ah la la, ah la la. When you unblock, when you use this, you put it there, not inside, but on your, oh, you put it in your pocket, actually. You put it in your pocket, and then it will activate the chovo, 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 the chips, or the fryer so the chips, fresha, anyway, fresha, root chakra, right? And then, because also the root chakra, when it's blocked, you know, sometimes you even battle to conceive. You have problems with your reproductive energies. Mo janky ushula kiritseo. Digi letter LOL, we wanna make babies. Noma Gessi says, yes, Coco, I used to get boils in my armpits and my inner thighs. Yeah. Londiwe, inner thighs came, I get the thighs came out moving forward. So perhaps you were scared of moving forward. Perhaps you were scared of moving forward. You guys are finished. Hey, right, and then the orange. So the orange, okay, I mean, I've already put you through school, guys. I get on chakras, right? So place them, the orange stone, you will put on where the orange chakra is. I get it, it's just above the reproductive area. You put it there. You lay down facing up, put it there, light up your orange candle, and then also take your oils, smear on your Mochaki, the top was strong with the chakra. West. So you put on your yellow chakra area, and then also you can also put in a bath. I get in a bath. Can you fill the oils, ne? And then light the incense. Uhlape hair with man who so light the kerosene how, and then also when you unblock chakras, also make the decision to say Phahla, I want balance now, ne? Right. And then every other chakra just like that. All right. That stone. And also these stones, they have many other different properties and advantages. And it repels negative energies. How big it is? When you have this one, you have this one. This one is the pink quartz. It brings it's about it invites unconditional love, ne? Self-love, and when you have fella in your room, and then it attracts business, because I get it when energies are peaceful and positive, then obviously it attracts people. So how the business, it will attract people. This one, it repels negative energies. When me and my baby are fighting, this helps us. And you'll find that our source of fight comes from just negative energies, because we're just picking up on negative energies and we just start fighting. This somehow diffuses the negativity. And then this, you can have a smaller one as well that you put in your bag, right? Unconditional love, and it also promotes calmness. And then, okay, so also chakra balancing helps you to let go. To let go, ne? And also, let me explain, ne? There's a memory that's going to come, and a very uncomfortable memory, ne? That brings pain, allow you. The important thing is that you have got to live in the moment of whatever you're experiencing, so that it can just move, so when you're balancing your chakras, ne? Because you're clearing out things that are blocked in your space. So by clearing them out, sometimes you'll find memory that's going to come, that's going to affect your peace, ne? And usually we want to run away from that memory. Allow it, let that memory come, so that it fades. Because I can't block it fades, ne? Right. And then so live in the moment, and then thereafter, I get that memory, that painful memory, when it comes, then you're already your mood, you're angry, you're so much about depressed, and just allow the emotion to take place, and let it flow out, and then allow logic to come in. Allow logic to step in. Ne? Logic ke harere. All right, so maybe perhaps you're angry that maybe angry at an ex, So allow logic to come in, to take over, and say, okay, perhaps that relationship was necessary because I learned ABCD from it. Without that relationship, I wouldn't have learned self-love. I wouldn't have learned self-respect. I wouldn't have learned, because that relationship brought so much pain. And today I know that those qualities from that man are qualities that I no longer want in my life ever again. So rather, when the painful memory comes, allow it to come, because it has feel it. It has to live and flow through you, so that it comes out. Ne? And then allow logic to come through, and then move, and then start being positive. Also, when you use chakra products, you have to have positive thoughts. Have positive thoughts, guys. How to have positive thoughts, so that eventually your mind, body, and soul will get used to positivity. Because when you have positive thoughts, you have positive energies, you're only going to attract positive thoughts and positive energies. Where you're going to attract money, where you're going to attract good relationships that are going to benefit you. Assist the healing process by being present in every moment and feeling. Ne? We spoke about that. And then allow the truth to carry you through the healing process, no matter how difficult. Allow the truth to carry you through the healing process, no matter how difficult. So when you are meditating and you're using your chakra healing products and you are meditating, allow the truth, because when you accept truth the way it is, you've defeated the demon. You've defeated your weakness, because truth is truth. Like, okay, that relationship never really worked out. Perhaps it came as a lesson, a season, a reason. So let me let go of it and prepare myself for a better relationship. Perhaps I didn't get that job because it's not my time, or because maybe I'm not equipped for it, I'm not ready for it. The truth, when you use chakra healing products, allow the truth to manifest and to accept the truth the way it is, because that's when you're going to allow the healing process to take its course. Now, right? Allow positive energies and thoughts, and say, okay, we spoke about this, and say positive things to yourself. I am beautiful. I am intelligent. I am not fearful. I am confident. Even though you are going through the worst time and your confidence is doesn't exist. Just say, I am truthful. I am honest. I am brave. I am strong. I am confident. Wawana, say positive things about yourself. Be kind to yourself. Kina Happy says, true, Gogo, truth sets us free. Honestly, the truth will always set you free. Denial. Like denial. Denial. Right. And then remind yourself that everything, every situation, every challenge is it's a passing thing. It's temporary. Always remind yourself that it is temporary. Iyafeta. Ne? Remind yourself that everything is seasonal. It's like a lesson, it's like a season, it's like a reason. Also, with relationships, don't be in a rush to get married. What if you are marrying a partner who is there just for a reason, a season, a lesson? And then when the lesson has come to an end, you are stuck with that person. The relationship will become toxic as ever. You have to make the decision that you want this path of light, purpose, and healing. You are always a decision away from truth, from deception, from healing, from anything, from success, from failure. One decision away, you know? Honesty sets us free. Honesty sets us free. Kulebogile says, ne o tshwere eng Gogo? What are you speaking about? Nghopotsa hle ke tlo kgona hore ke o thuse. Ne? Right. Now, unblocking chakras helps you to let go of the old you and invite the new you, rebirth, when you unblock chakras. Because when you're unblocking, you are letting go. You are letting go. You are letting go. You find yourself, you'll be happier, lighter, and you'll attract beautiful things. So unblock your chakras, guys. Unblock it. Allow balance. Balance thing. These stones, guys, these stones are powerful. These stones are powerful. They bring balance. Look at example. Let's say, Thomas, diplomacy, whatever. And then someone calls, hey, or say maybe your mother or your father or your sister or your brother or whoever says, hey, I went to consult somewhere and they're saying that there's danger. After there's danger. You must go cleanse quickly. Hey, wara. And you like, and they find you in a very peaceful space. And when you're managing your own business, and you know that spiritually you are very aligned, you know your path is where your path is, where it is, where it's headed. You know, I guess. And then this call comes, and then you decide: do you allow those energies to rattle you? Do you allow those energies to rattle you? These stones, they help. These stones, come listen thing, because at times very a situation more act like this, and then but logic will come, and then but the energy I could already, the stones carry a lot of energy anyway, so these stones help me to come down immediately, and then allow logic to kick in. So Luwen, are you going to allow that call to drive you insane, or are you going to sit down and say, wait, hold on, where am I on my spiritual journey? Okay, fine, spiritually I'm balanced. Yes, cleanser, Ning Ning. I had a consultation with whoever, and now this one is coming drastically panicking and wants to rattle my peace. Hi. The stones help you calm the energies, balance the energies, so that you are able to make sound decisions. Isn't fella ha moya or jump no so jump. These stones are powerful. Hey guys, hey. Like my Asian ancestors who gave me this gift. I shem. So anyway, yeah, no. So it's stones, candle, oils, incense. So I get rekisa. If you want, just inbox me. WhatsApp me, DM me. I'll give you prices, and we'll do a whole delivery thing. And also, I'll give you a detailed description on what each stone does. Wabona? Yeah, depending on whatever stone you choose or whatever candle that you choose, then I'll also give information on what it means. Guys, I said so we'll see if we will do a crossover tomorrow, or cards or Bible reading, whatever. We'll see how tomorrow goes, ne? But today, this is where we end because it is 9:05. So, guys, this is where we end. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. I enjoyed the laughs. Do you sell it in a set? Londiwe Mhlongo says, do you sell it in a set? I sell individually, cassette, whatever it is that you require, what you know you need. Because also people ask me, what do you think I need? What kind of chakra, which chakra of mine needs healing? And it's simple. Research research ne, as in go to go to my all my videos that I did teachings on chakra, get to understand which chakra of yours is, or otherwise do a quick search on a Google search, a quick Google search, and then read up on chakras and see which of your chakras need healing, and then I will give you a set that is that will be beneficial to you. But otherwise, yes, for like this one unblocks all your chakras. You know, it's a very big one also, Robin. It's a big candle. You burn it. It will help unblock all your chakras. You know, yeah. Otherwise, if you start with the crown chakra, you burn it and wait for it to finish burning. And then while you're burning it, then you can use the stones. You can use the stones, or else because the crown chakra is also it's white and it's also violet. You can use the stones, and then you wait for it to get to the third eye, which is the indigo color. Yeah. Third eye ke it still also works for the top chakra, and then the small one as well. You just place on your third eye and you meditate and you light up that candle, and then you'll also put the third eye oil. You smear it on your third eye, and then you move down to the blue. Oh yeah, this is the wisdom, and this is the third eye, and then you go to the blue. The blue, then also you use the blue stone as the throat chakra. As your communication, you put it here, and then also while you meditate, and then you put your oil. You smear oil on your third chakra, on your throat, and then as you're burning and you meditating, and also and then you go to the green. The green is the heart chakra. When you meditate, your green light, the green candle is on. You put it on your heart area, and then your incense as well, and then also you will put smear some oil on your heart area. Then you meditate, and then you get to your yellow again. Yellow. Look at the stone. Look at how beautiful the stone is. Oh, it's so beautiful. Look at it. Look at it. Oh. So anyway, you put it on your abdominal, your yellow chakra, incense, smear your yellow incense, yellow oil on your yellow chakra, and then just Phahla like that. Right? And then I want you guys to come and tell me, Jorge, what and how did it go? When once you bought your chakra products, and come with testimony, hey, who etsahetse eng thereafter. Right, Maisaka says, ra leboha modimo a o hlonolofatse, a o ruise molemo o sa feleng, a o pate bahlong a ba bolotsana. Hey, balotsana ba seleng banana. Ciao. O re ruta bophelo. I like your energy. Thokoza. So Kinda Happy Sister, the chakra armbands also work. Yes, yes, yes. Armband stones. I'll start selling them as well. Jewelry, chakra jewelry, armbands, absolutely. And also just wear whatever chakra that you're dealing with at the time. Wear, say maybe you're dealing with blue. Ne? Wear something blue. Wear something blue. Okay, there's my blue cushion over there. But decorate ka something blue. Waban? When you're dealing with yellow, decorate ka yellow, whatever. Wabana. Right, guys. Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you, Coco. Please let's keep in touch in the DMs. All right. Re a leboha, Fihlwe says re a leboha, ho lebohile nna bana beso. Thokozani makhosi. Yeah. Ke ba rata hore ha ba kopane. Dintja tsa keng. All right, guys, let's pray. Get your list of wishes. Let's bring out your list of wishes. Re rapele, re kope tsela akere. Right, and re kope hore Modimo to manifest our wishes akere. Right, and your list of don't wants, you're going to burn after prayer. Rona, we burned ours way back when we started akere. Thokozani. A reng he. Modimo ntate, Modimo mme, Modimo wa badimo ba rona, re bitsa wena morena marena, kgosi ya dikgosi, ngaka ya dingaka, wena pheko sa feleng, seatla sa dinatla, wena wa lesedi le tlelang lefatshe kaofela. Re kopa re tshwarela haholo moreneng, ra le sitela ko teng mo re le ra elelwa le mo re sa elelwang ko teng, re tlisa ditanki le tebo tse ngata tse tlelang lefatshe. We thank you, merciful Father, for your love, for your protection, for your wisdom, for your knowledge. We thank you on a daily, Lord, for putting us in school, in different classes of life, so that we can learn from our experiences, because we know that challenges don't end, but fear ends. We know that challenges don't end, but worry ends. We know that with you by our side, we've got nothing to worry about. We know that challenges don't end, but what ends is pride. We know that challenges don't end, but what ends is stubbornness. We know that challenges don't end, but what ends is guilt. We know that challenges don't end, but what ends is excuses. We know that challenges don't end, but what ends is envy. We know that challenges don't end, but what ends is hate. Lord, help us to unblock any energy that could be hindering us from growth. Allow our souls, mind, body, and soul to flow in synergy. Allow healing, Lord, to take place. Allow us to accept healing in our spaces so that we can attract positivity. Allow us to know that we have to put in some work to let go of who the old us, to introduce the new us, to introduce rebirth. Bless our list of wishes, Lord. Manifest them, Lord, because we know that you've got the power. You've done it so many times. And those that are still waiting for you, Lord, hold them in comfort and let them know that their turn is coming. Burn the list of don't wants. Burn them, Lord. Burn all the list of don't wants and let those don't wants never come back to us. Let the old die, let the new be born. We thank you, we love you. Amen. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thy is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. Cheers. 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 Those who've just joined, sorry. Let's meet again tomorrow. Yeah, it was a very interesting, fruitful session today. Yeah, I could feel the spirits were, yeah, I had different spirits today, you know. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. I love you. Be strong. Know that it's not over till the fat lady sings. We don't give up. We don't give up. We do not give up, guys. Giving up is not part of the plan. We fight up until we get that light. Let us seek that light. Let us walk in the light. Let us know that God chose us because he loves and he trusts us. Let us know that we are special. Each and every one of us are unique and special to God. Let us know that God is always by our side. He wants the best for us. God only wants the best for us, guys. God only wants the best for us. But Lirona, let us meet him halfway. Let us make the decision to say, yes, now I want change. I want rebirth. I want light. I'm tired of darkness. I'm tired of fear. I'm tired of doubt. I'm tired of insecurity. I'm tired of all these energies that are backing me into a corner. I'm greater than this. I'm greater than that. You know, we learn from experiences, guys. Every challenge that we go through, it's necessary because it comes with experience. It comes with healing. It comes with learning. How else will you know what works for you if you do not know, if you don't go through the experience? I get. So I love you. Guys, Mamelan, I get, red chakra. For those who want excitement in the bedroom, red chakra. This stone, red jasper. Those who want excitement in the bedroom, hala, la. Nazo. Yeah, no, these stones are powerful, guys. Chakra stones, chakra products are powerful. Keep on it itself. So I love you guys. Bye-bye, Nick. Amen. Okay, this was